Okay, so what we're going to concentrate on today is modelling for you how to approach the text analysis, except this time we're looking at the genre of drama. So exactly the same rules apply, or the same principles apply when it comes to looking at the text. It's really important that you take the time to read the stuff in italics at the top, the contextualisation that they give you about the particular extract that you've got. And what you need to be thinking about when you're reading that information, one of the things you need to be thinking about when you're reading that information is where does this extract fit within the text? So have we got an extract from the opening to the play, the exposition? Is this about development of character? Have we got an extract which looks at the inciting moment? So the thing that triggers the problems or the difficulty needs to be overcome? Or have we indeed perhaps got an extract from the climax? So it's about trying to place the extract within the play and using your knowledge of that placement to understand what the purpose of this particular extract will be. So as I said, if it's from the exposition, then you're looking at character and setting development. Inciting moment, you're obviously looking at the key incident. So generally, the blurb at the top will help you do that, contextualise it. So the following extract that we've got in front of us is taken from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf by Edward Albee. The play was first performed in 1962, so gives us a rough kind of sense of setting in time when the play was written. Now remember, that's not necessarily always the same as when the play is set. Okay, just because it's written in 1962 does not necessarily mean that they set in 1962, so we need to have a look to see if we get any further information on that. Albee is a prize-winning American playwright who's also written The Zoo Story, The American Dream, A Delicate Balance, and Three Tall Women. So writing right up till 1994. The extract is taken from Act 1. Okay, so straight away we know that we are looking at a piece of the exposition and we're expecting to get information about character, characterisation and potentially setting. And it's entitled Fun and Games. Again, that's an interesting title for that particular act. And we might want to be thinking about what that actually tells us about this particular extract as we're reading it, bearing it in mind. So George is a middle-aged history professor, and his wife Martha, whose father is the principal of the college, are joined late after a party given by the principal by another couple, Nick and Honey, who are relatively new to the college. There follows an all-night drinking session in which revelation follows revelation. The scene in the living room of George and Martha's house on the campus of a small New England college. One of the things that I will be looking to try and clarify in my own mind when I read that is about character relationships. I suppose there is a sense of 5 characters being identified there, and it's about being clear in your own mind about what the relationship is between certain characters, because you need to get to grips with this as quickly as possible. So I would probably highlight on my page in the exam George and Martha in one colour and Nick and Honey in another colour, just so I'm clear about who's with who in terms of the relationship. So read the extract quickly and then answer the following question. Analyse the way in which dramatic tension is created and exploited in this extract. Now, what's particularly important when you're thinking about this is, well, it's important that you actually are clear in your own mind what the question is before you start analysing, going through the text. So sometimes the question can actually come at the end of the passage, in which case I would go and find the question before I start actually reading, because you want that clarification in your own mind about what you're actually looking for. So we're looking at this idea of tension. And just as a kind of warm-up in my own mind to thinking about tension, I think it would be worth us actually thinking about what sort of things actually create tension. Now, you don't have to necessarily think about literature, you can think about your own lives. Don't want too intimate or personal detail, but what sort of things can create tension? And this is the sort of things that we're looking at. So, conflict, and that obviously would be revealed through character relationships. competition. You know, this idea that people are competing, or there's some sense of a competitive aspect to it. Secrets can create tension. This sense of potential revelation. Anything else you can think of that events or incident things factors that can actually contribute towards tension?
Do the characters have a history given?
The backstory potentially. Let's see if we can add any more as we start to this with the extract, because if we were very fortunate, and it's not beyond the realms of reason, but if we were very fortunate that the question in the final exam asks us about tension, if we've already got a clear understanding of the sorts of things that can contribute towards an enhanced tension, then that will have us well prepared for looking at the particular text we've got in front of us.